Hello, and today we're going to make an Egyptian favorite called Muhallabia. It is basically a homemade vanilla pudding, and these are the ingredients we'll be using: granulated sugar, vanilla, flour, cornstarch, and milk. For our preparation, I like to set out bowls that can handle high heat as the mixture cools after it's been prepared. I use a large pot, and I am going to turn my burner onto medium and leave it there the whole time. The tool that I'll be using to stir is called a whisk. I use a large liquid mixing or measuring. You'll notice right here, this one is for 4 cups. We're going to place 8.5 cups of milk into our pan. Next, with my measuring spoons, I'm going to place 6 tablespoons of bread flour and 6 tablespoons of cornstarch into my milk in the pan. When measuring, make sure that you can get a level measurement and then pour it into your pan. This is a 2 tablespoons, so I'm going to use 3 of these to get the 6 tablespoons that I need. After placing your floury, make sure that you stir it real good and continue stirring. The next thing we're going to add is sugar. I have a 1/2 cup measuring, so I'm going to place 2 cups of sugar into my mixture and then stir. As you're stirring, you'll notice that you can feel all of the ingredients slowly mixing with the milk. The milk needs to be warm over a slow period of time. The total of this will probably take about 15 minutes. We have not added the vanilla yet, but we will here shortly. Remember to keep it on medium and do not change the temperature. It may seem like it's going to take forever and you want to turn it up, but what will happen is it will burn the bottom of the pan and possibly give a burnt flavor of the completed pudding. Stir, stir, stir. You'll notice that mine will foam a little on the outside, and it is not thick yet. I have not added the vanilla. It's waiting for me there, but once it starts to thicken just a tiny bit, we'll start to add our vanilla, which will be 4 tablespoons. Another thing you'll notice is that as you're stirring, you need to keep it constantly going, is that you might feel a buildup on the bottom of your pan. That's okay. It's just that when you're in one area, the flour, the cornstarch, and everything else that has not fully melted and blended with the milk will start to settle on the bottom. So keep going. We're almost done. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but I'm getting a little bit of steam rising above the milk. Now's the time to add the vanilla. I used 2 of these 2 tablespoons, so I have actually placed 4 tablespoons of vanilla into my milk mixture. Continue stirring. All the foam and everything that you see floating on the top is okay. That's just the air created from the whisk. My mixture has not thickened yet. It's still kind of milky. Keep on going. When you can pick it up and it doesn't drip, that's when it's ready. As you can see now, the mixture is starting to thicken, and I'm getting, I don't see it in the video, but I'm getting a lot of steam coming up. As you start to slow down in your stirring, you'll start to notice the boil bubbles coming up from the center. Keep stirring. We're not done yet. Can you see some of the small bubbles coming up in the center? Might not show up on the camera. Here we go. That means that we're done. Go ahead and turn off. Stir it a couple more times and then go ahead and pour it into your bowl. This is what you want the bottom of your pan to look like. No burnt milk. Now you can see a little bit, but that's okay. Let me show you what we do to add toppings to our pudding. One more thing before the topping. Make sure you wash this out as soon as possible. Otherwise, you're going to have to let it soak for a little while. For the Arabic version, we use a coconut powder, which is basically finely chopped coconut. Sprinkle some of the coconut on top of the pudding. You can add peanuts, walnuts, pistachio, raisin, M&Ms, or anything you would like to add a little bit of additional sweetness to your flavor. After we've poured these into our bowls here, we're going to let them sit till they reach room temperature. This may take about 1 hour, sometimes 2, depending on the heat of the day. After you're done letting it cool down, place it in your refrigerator and let it cool or chill for about 4 hours before serving. I hope you enjoy it. Bye-bye.